Yassa, Ziggy here on GRTV. And here we are at the Greek community of Melbourne. And with me, I have one special guest, George Kapiniaris.
Thank you very much, Ziggy. Yes, big fan of yours as well. What's your finance segment on GRTV? I'm
Thank you.
not lying all the time.
I believe you.
I tape it and watch it over and over again. In fact, I'm one of your stalkers.
That's more than what my family ever does, mate. They don't even watch it.
Well, I'm sure it's a great segment because it's important to talk about finances, especially if you're Greek these days.
Absolutely.
Really hard to hold on to the cash, hard to hold on to the government, the way it's looking, but yes.
Well, matey, we are here for a special reason, and you've mentioned the word Greek and you've mentioned the word finances. Now, there's a lot of problems happening in Greece at the moment, as we know.
That's right.
Our fellow compatriots and the people who we love are really doing it tough at the moment. They have been for a few years.
They're doing it very tough, and now to add to that equation, we've got all the refugees coming in and all that stuff. It's gone crazy over there, and I'm sure they'll need some financial support. The great thing about being Greek is there's so many diasporic Greeks all around the world in the different countries, Australia, America, Canada, South Africa, all over the world you'll find a Greek, and I'm sure we all want to help raise money and help the people of Greece. And I just had an idea the other day, which we promoted on Facebook with a few friends about getting a brainstorming session together, which we kind of did today, about raising money for the people of Greece through stand-up comedy and entertainment. You know, there's so much we can actually raise through doing a show or some shows, but every little bit helps, I'm sure.
Absolutely. And you and I are part of the meeting that was held earlier.
That's right. I mean, you were here to interview me, but you loved the actual pitch so much you actually became part of the committee.
Well, now I'm part of it. That's right. Now I'm treasurer.
Great, thank you.
So maybe just tell us a bit more without divulging too much, because there's still a lot to be laid out, of what is going to be about.
Well, in our community, well, talking about Australia, let's say, or Melbourne or Sydney, there's so many great comedians that are of Greek heritage, including myself and people like Mary Koustis, Nick Giannopoulos, Steen Raskopoulos, Jordan Raskopoulos. There's a few of us, and then there's many more that I haven't mentioned, but all over the world there is also different comedians. Basil in America, Angelo Tsarouchas in Canada, of course, Zach from The Hangover, Tina Fey from all those movies and Saturday Night Live shows. There's people all over the world that are from Greek heritage.
Us Greeks are pretty good, aren't we?
We're pretty good, and I thought it'd be great if we could be somewhere at a certain time and grab, you know, these great performers wherever they are and whoever we can get to put on a show or a gala to raise funds for the people of Greece.
Yeah, it's fantastic because, I mean, the people are really doing it tough, and what better way to help than to have, you know, people like us who are Greek background, Greek in our hearts, to be able to help them as well.
Well, that's all right, you know, and you know, I'm sure there were a few people here today, but there was a lot of people that showed interest on that Facebook page and through emails and what have you. And we're going to actually, we're going to put a Facebook page down here. No, that's not Greek subtitles for your young papu at home. This is where you can actually contact us or have a look at some information about how we're going with this whole concept. And hopefully by that stage we're going really well.
Yeah, and it's all relatively new, so there'll be more updates to come and more information.
Out of today, it was basically a meeting of souls who want to help out, you know, people with hearts that want to give something to Greece, and I'm sure all of us Greeks want to help each other out, and that's what this project is about. It's not only about raising money, it's about unifying Greeks, finding a union of Greeks. You know, for a long time we've been the butt of people's jokes saying, you know, we're all at each other's throats and you can't trust a Greek. Well, you can trust us, especially when we all pitch in together and we try and help.
Absolutely, and we're not lazy.
Well, we're not lazy when we put our minds to it. Yep. We're not lazy. Mind you, we do like to relax every now and then, but we're also very hard workers. When there's a cause involved, we are very hard. You know, look at the 300 Spartans.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, how good were they? So let's do it.
Cool, absolutely, sounds good. Now, for those who may not know you, I mean, most people will know you because we're all Greek background, and I grew up with Acropolis Now. But tell us more. You're not just a stand-up comedian. You've done a lot more. Do you want to just give us some detail?
Yeah, well, I studied drama at school, and of course I've been doing acting and comedy and entertaining for the last 30 years. I haven't done any other job. My hands are very, very soft. I haven't done a hard day's work in my life. But that's what I do. That's my God-given gift, is to perform and to entertain and to teach entertainment. And at the moment I'm touring with my own show, Zorba the Freak, which is going so well, and just people ask for it all the time. So we're touring all over the country with that show. And of course, if you want to know where those shows are, you can just Google it. It's that easy. And of course, I'm also touring in a comedy group called the Wild Wogs, and we're doing shows all over the country with that as well, starring myself and Tahir and Gab Rossi and a bunch of comedians that we can grab in all the different states. So that's been a great tour. I also do a lot of theatre acting still. I just did a musical theatre show called Nice Work If You Can Get It for Jeannie Pratt at the Victorian Arts Centre, which was huge. And there's a film coming out called Alex and Eve, which we're all proud of, which was developed years ago by Alex Lykos as a stage play, but then it was turned into a screenplay and a film, and that's coming out soon too. So that's October the 22nd is the starting date of that film.
You're a Greek of many talents.
Oh, look, it's not only what I love doing, it's the only thing I know how to do, you know. Now, stand-up comedian for me, I was never a stand-up comedian, but for me, you know, I sort of started working before Acropolis Now, before The Flying Doctors, before any of the shows that I did. I started working with a guy called Simon Palomares, who I studied drama with, in the same school with Nick Giannopoulos. And Simon and I started off doing stand-up comedy because I was going to be a drama teacher. And he said, you want to try some stand-up comedy? So I did it. But I never was serious about it. It's just something I did to make money while I was waiting for the next gig. Yeah. But now it's kind of like my main job. This is the way I make, you know, a living, is out of stand-up comedy.
So you weren't one of the kids at primary school who was in the corner giving...
I was in the naughty corner. I was always in the naughty corner. For being a smart aleck, for being a show pony. But I never thought of talking in a microphone as a career. I was always a sketch performer, a comedy performer, but not a stand-up comedian. Right. Only recently I've gotten a little bit serious about doing that. It's something I'm pretty good at, and I know I could get better. I mean, I've been doing it for 30 years, but still, I always see myself as a student of comedy, you know. And
it's okay to be studious.
Yeah, it's good to be studious. That's the only way.
Studious.
Oh, Sidious.
Sidious.
Insidious.
Serious.
Serious. Oh, you're serious.
Now tell me, what is it that we love? What is it that we love about comedians? What do you think really resonates with us?
Well, comedians bring out the tragedies of life, but in a humorous way. Yeah. You know, everything that's funny is also tragic. But the thing is, because it's happening to someone else, you see someone in a film that slips on a banana peel, it's pretty bad for that guy because he's smacked his hip, he's in pain, it's embarrassing. But for you can't help but laughing. Yeah. We love laughing at tragedy because we can relate to it.
Matey, thanks very much. We appreciate your time. We really appreciate the idea that you've come up with.
Hopefully, you know, we can get a few more people on board, or if you'd like to be some kind of sponsor, or if you want to put some money in, it's all going to be for a good cause. Of course, that Facebook name is the name you should go to and check it out and see how we're going. Hopefully we're going. There it is. Raising money for Greece through comedy, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Good cause. We love our Greek country. We love our heritage. We're a part of it. And we want to thank you for watching. This is Ziggy on GRTV.